Fabulous.
Okay, so welcome to the first Blab of Lead with Giants. Lead with Giants is a social media community that spans Twitter, LinkedIn, Google+, Facebook, and now blabbing for the first time today. Not sure if that's the right vernacular. Going to talk a little bit about the community.
It is. If it's brand new and you created it, that's what's going to be.
Yeah, I got on a while ago with some brand new people. I says, "What is this, a room that we're in? You know, what do we call this?" And somebody in the sidebar said, "Yeah, it's a room." So, okay, it's a room. So let's make introductions. And ladies always go first. So Connie, introduce yourself.
Oh, I'm Connie Hamilton, and I'm a curriculum director, and I'm also the founder, co-moderator of the Maps Chat, PM Chat.
Okay.
So I'm connected to Lead with Giants only through Twitter.
Will you repeat your first sentence or two, because it was like, you know, how bandwidth is low and it went really strange?
Sure.
Sounds good now.
My name's Connie Hamilton. I'm in Michigan, and I am a curriculum director here in Michigan, a former elementary and school principal.
Great. And you join our tweet chat on Mondays?
That work?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. And I also run a tweet chat, TM chat on Sunday nights.
Okay, great, great. Want to hear more about that in just a few minutes. And Mr. Smith.
Yeah, so I'm Scott Smith, and out in Oregon here, and have been connected with Lead with Giants for probably at least 2 years, I guess. It goes way back. And how it got started, I don't know. You know, I just one day here,
Twitter and then Google+.
I just opened up the door and walked into the room, and here I was, and there was a bunch of great folks with some really good ideas, and very generous and willing to share. And so I've definitely enjoyed the conversations. And so I'm just an independent consultant. I work a lot with the startup world here in our community, and mentor and consult on different items, but right now doing a lot of helping companies with their messaging and social media and strategic business development.
Great, that's good. Any particular target company that would, you know, be the best type of client for you, Scott?
You know, so the range is really strange, right? So everything from a local radio station to a company that has like 90% market share for shipping containers in North America. So, and so you can't get much more broad than that.
It is pretty broad.
Yeah,
it is pretty broad. Connie, give us a little blurb about the tweet chat that you're hosting.
I founded a Twitter chat, TM chat, which is Thinking Maps chat, and all of the questions and my responses are posed in Thinking Maps. So I have only been really active in the Twitter world since maybe October of last year. So I stumbled upon Lead with Giants and try to hop in whenever I can, because I very often get good guest moderators for my chat, because there's really such really bright, smart people in there. So I like to connect and then bring people in a variety of chats.
You will need to be a guest on Lead with Giants then, right? Okay.
I'd love to. I've had Aaron Klein in my chat and Lavana Roth, and so a lot of your regulars.
Well, I'll tell you how
I've
to do
connected
that.
with. So
the website is leadwithgiants.com, and if you look down in the footer of the website, there's a link for tweet chat hosts, and go to that page. It tells you how to sign up. Love to have you. So.
Oh, that's a great idea. Just to have people volunteer. I spend a lot of time recruiting.
A lot of asking sometimes, but we do keep the schedule full. So for those of you that are here, we have 17 viewers right now. So let me sort of repeat. Lead with Giants is a social media community that has a vision of raising up 10,000 uplifting leaders. And we're simply people who love talking about leadership and want to help leaders become better leaders. And my philosophy is everyone already is a leader, because at its very basic, leadership is simply influence. So whether it's the CEO in the top corner office at the top of the skyscraper, or it's the person in the smallest cubicle in the company, everyone influences someone else. And so everyone can be a leader, and everyone can be a better leader. And Lead with Giants is a community that's open to anybody that wants to participate. You can go to leadwithgiants.com, which is sort of the hub of the community. And there's a tab that says join, and you'll find out how to connect with our LinkedIn group, our Facebook group, our Google Plus group. And then we have a tweet chat on Monday evenings at 7 p.m. Eastern time. And I'm sure we're going to find a way to incorporate Blab. I've seen changes taking place in social media, and social media is one of those things that, something changes every day. But I wanted to get some insight from you, Scott, and from you, Connie. What's some observations of changes that you see happening with groups and communities across social media? Anything come to mind?
Well, I'm in the education world, and social media, I think, has become a primary method of communicating with families. We were a little hesitant. I had a technology director that didn't want us to open up a Facebook page, for fear of what might happen. And it's been a wonderful opportunity. I host it, or I'm the face behind it. Now it's open. People can post whatever they want. If they say something negative, they could. But I think I've only had to delete one comment in the 6 years we've been running that page. So it's, that's one method. And I live in a really small town. Well, we only have about 900 students in our district.
Yeah. So
Did I just lose you?
Yeah. So your audio was coming through like you were running through an auto tune. Yeah. Very lyrical.
It was like a slurred drunken.
Oh, nice.
I think I'm friendly. I got a much friendlier comment.
What I got out of that is
Thanks
that
for
you're
putting
using
that right out
Facebook
there
to
on the
communicate with families, and the school is now using Facebook so that families can communicate, right, with the school to see what's going on. Is that what you said? No.
I think I'm experiencing the same slowdown that you are now. I'm getting why you're laughing.
Yeah, you're in a drunken
it's probably stupor. It's probably the wit here at school.
Anyway. Okay. But anyway, okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hate it when that happens. This sounds like the old Google Hangout days. What's going on?
Yeah, the early Skype. Right.
Yeah, I'm sure it's Blab. So, Scott, what have you seen? Changes, especially interested in the area of communities like Lead with Giants and any others, groups on LinkedIn and Facebook and Google Plus.
Yeah, I was going to say some of the fundamental items I see is if anyone's familiar with the writings of Jeffrey Moore. So
tell me more about
Inside the Tornado and a different set of books. But he one of the things he talks about is things that for your business are core and context, right? And things that are core differentiate you from your competition. And the things that are context are items that you need just to play in the world, right? Mm-hmm. In that particular industry. So, and there's kind of this escalator, right? So the things that start out at core that differentiate you pretty soon become context, right? So the first bank that opens up on Saturday morning, that's a core differentiator, right? Everyone else is running Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. They open up Saturday morning, 10 o'clock. You can go down there till noon or 1 o'clock, right? Pretty soon, everyone's open on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
So what was core and differentiated you now becomes context. There was a day when telephones were brand new, right? And business owners said, you know what? I don't have a phone. I don't know anyone that has a telephone. Why would I ever put one of those things in my business?
Yep.
Right. And the first businesses that added phones, that was core. Now you would never open a business and not have some phone number. Websites are the same thing. Back in the late 80s, early 90s, companies that had websites were differentiated themselves. Now, businesses, you assume that they're going to have a website. And the same is so with social media. I assume that I should be able to go to a retailer, find their Facebook page, and find out information about them. And that if I have a question, like, hey, you know, the long weekend is coming up, right? Memorial Day. Is that right? Memorial Day?
Labor Day.
Labor Day is coming up. Okay. Yeah, okay. So it's Labor Day is coming up.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, is this business going to be open on Monday, Labor Day? So I go to their Facebook page. Well, first of all, I assume that they're going to have one. So I look for them. Then I don't see anything that specifically says that. So I message them, right? And I assume that somebody's listening and I'm going to get a response back. And so it has now moved from core to context for any organization. So, you know, as Connie was just saying with the, with the school, it's now assumed that you have this channel for communication. Hey, Tal.
Hey, I'm testing it out to see if this is working. So it looks like
yeah. You're on,
and I have to give credit to Dan because it is easier than a Hangout.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. Hold on a second, Tal. I'm going to finish this point with Scott, and I'm going to come to you.
And so, if you're going to have a group like Lead with Giants, you need to be able to you need to connect in the way that people want to connect. I like Twitter. That's my favorite channel, but as we're here, I got a message from a client on Facebook, right? Because for her, that's the way that she can reach me at the moment. Right. And so she assumes that I'm listening and I'm going to respond. And so social media is no longer something that is core and differentiates you. It has become context and it's expected, and you have to participate in the variety of the most popular channels.
Yeah, and two things came to my mind as you were saying that. When I became a real estate agent back in the 90s and started forming a team, we had a website built for us by the son of my partner. He was a teenager.
Right.
And the local newspaper ran a story on us and put it on the first page of the local section because we were the first realtors in our geographical area of Florida to have a website.
Wow.
It was a front page story. So now that I'm in Austin, Texas, and this last year I launched my executive coaching practice here, no one called me about running a story about my website, which is a lot better than that original one. Tal, hello, good to see you.
Hey, I think they should, I don't know what they're doing. They should put you in Austin, the paper there to let them know about your executive coaching. I mean, what kind of, we really need to do that. I'll help you with that. In fact, I think we need to nominate you for president, up there with Donald Trump and all these guys out there, get you out there. But I think
as my Dallas neighbor, I'm just certain that you have contacts here in Austin can make that happen. So I expect my phone to ring anytime.
Yeah,
512-516-4666, by the way.
That number
Gosh,
again, so you don't forget.
I thought the days of marketing are gone, but we're a Republican state, so we'll be sure to help you with that.
Can you
But,
get louder? Can you get louder?
Sure.
Crank it up a little bit.
Is this better?
I think so.
Okay, great. No, I thought I'd give it a try. I was, funny thing is, I was actually researching Periscope. Yeah, I'm sure you've heard about Periscope.
Yeah.
So it's kind of neat, but so earlier I went to another kind of looking at another chat room. That was that was kind of funny. But anyways, no, I appreciate you inviting me, and I'm just kind of testing and trying. But let me know how I can contribute to the conversation you guys are having.
Yeah. So you know what I'm thinking, Tal, and for those that are viewing, Lead with Giants TV is the platform that we've used Google Plus Hangouts to interview leadership authors as well as thought leaders in leadership, and then that posts to Google Plus. YouTube. All right, so that's a Google Plus tool, the Google Hangout, and it posts automatically to YouTube, and people can watch it streaming live. But Tal, as we both know, it's complicated. It's for someone that's never used it before. You have to meet with them about 30 minutes ahead of time.
Well, let me ask you a question.
To do all the setup.
Let me ask you a question. So this kind of brings a question with, are we able to put this video right now on YouTube?
Not streaming live. After it's over, it will email the host with a link.
Oh,
and then you can download it, post it, embed it. You can embed it into a website. So that's pretty cool. Now, as opposed to Google Hangouts, as you know, you can have up to 10 people in a Hangout. This you're limited to 4. But how many times have you had a Hangout and there's really only 4, maybe 5, right?
Yeah, I think the one that we did, we kind of did the anniversary of League with Giants at some point. I think part of the reason my volume is not, I don't have my headset, so that's probably what it is.
Yeah.
But I think, I don't know, some Hangouts we did with Cynthia maybe, or when we did the anniversary for League with Giants, I think we had maybe roughly about 10 about that time. So we've got one coming up tomorrow with Steve Bro. That's it's too late right now to switch him on this one, but we've got another one that I need to tell you about that's coming up for next week, so I'll let you know about it. But Steve Bro is going to join us tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to that.
Yep. Well, a way to accommodate more people is simply to rotate people in seats.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got an open seat right now. If someone wants to join us, they can join. And if I wanted, if Scott's time was up and someone else had a question we wanted to get live, we could
do that.
Swap people and just watch the sidebar over there.
And then, how did you learn about it? I'm just curious.
I saw a tweet by Brian Fonz and followed his link. He wrote a very nice post comparing Google Hangouts to Blab, and that's in one of the links that you saw me posting some links in our Facebook group and in all of our groups. Matter of fact, there's 3 links I've posted. One is a tutorial I found, one is 39 quick tips, and one is Brian's post, which was a comparison of Google Hangouts with the ease of using Blab.
Yes.
Now, one other distinction is with a Google Hangout, you can have it private, so no one else can see it. Blabs are always live, and anyone can sign on and watch. You can exclude people. There's supposed to be a little drop down that pops up if I hover over them and allows me to block them. I'm not seeing it right now, but if you had someone that was leaving comments that weren't appropriate, you can exclude them.
Mm-hmm. And you can pretty much join, or is that discretion of the person hosting it?
I have a button that if someone wants to join, I have to click accept. for them to join.
I got you. The last question, I don't mean to bore you guys with logistics,
No,
but
that's okay.
what is the number? Okay, so mine says 7 at the bottom. What does that mean?
Yeah, so see the little hands down in the corner? Those are like hearts on Periscope, or like likes on Facebook.
Oh yeah, see, Tal's much more
See,
popular than the rest
yours
of
are
us.
going up, and I've only got 3, so I'm not.
Maybe I should run for president since.
I'm not feeling very many hugs. Woo, woohoo! Mine's going up.
There
Mine's
you
going
go.
up.
There you go. You just
Hey,
have to-
that's a good idea. You should run for president, because the guy said if God had wanted us to vote, he'd have given us candidates.
There you go. You know, we're Scott. What? I can't remember. Are you in California or?
I'm in Oregon.
Oregon. Okay. Well, I know we haven't chatted before, so glad to
Well,
see you.
yeah, not directly. Yeah, nice to talk to you here live.
Hey. It's interesting. I think that maybe one day everybody was going to move to Texas. One day we're all going to be one. It's going to be the Leadwood Giants state.
That's right. Yeah. I was in Texas many years ago in San Angelo.
Oh well, see, you got some roots in here.
Yeah,
You know,
West Texas there.
There you go.
Yeah, for those of you who want to find San Angelo, get a compass, and if you're going to draw a circle with the compass around Texas, you put the point right on San Angelo.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
Yeah, you'll find it.
A little known fact that I'm so glad that I got on Blab today,
Yeah,
so
there you
that I
go.
could say that I learned
That
something.
sounds like a good Blab point.
Hey guys, notice on the left-hand side, it says "Tell a Little Bird." So if you click on that, that will send out a tweet,
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
and it automatically appends a link to the to the Blab.
There we go.
So you want to watch it. Make sure you don't put too much in there, or it'll get truncated.
So in other
maybe
words,
not work.
people who, let's say you're getting on Twitter right now, they can see that you're doing that. They can join you, and that. So it's really interactive with
Right.
Twitter and that kind of thing, right?
Yeah. See what Scott did. Scott did that, and now it's appearing on the left-hand side for me. Is it appearing for you as well?
Yes,
Yeah.
I see that.
For everybody's. So I'm wondering how this could be used in conjunction with the tweet chat.
You know, it might be interesting to see how it would work with being able to put the moderators on there
Mm-hmm.
and be able to interact real time, because the tweet chat stream is incredibly fast, and you miss things.
Yeah.
So
So
let me ask you a question. How many total people you can fit in one of these right now? How many people total? 4. Okay. All right. I got you. Okay.
Yep. Just 4. Just 4, but you can rotate people in and out.
Well, it's kind of neat. You know, I'm looking at the viewers. We got 20 viewers, which is pretty good for an unpublished quote unquote chat. So it's pretty interesting. You know, it's I just thought I might have tried. Dan, thank you so much for sending me the links. I just kind of went on and just kind of dived into the pool and start swimming. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you know, me too. And this is one of those things. Like when you go to the website, the blab.im website, there's no tutorial there. There's no information about how to use it. And, you know, that's sort of the way things are today.
Well, that's
what I've discovered. And then you'll find a blog post that somebody wrote, or.
Well, that's why we rely on you. You do a pretty good job in researching this out. So,
I've been reluctant to get on Periscope. It's like, man, that's all I need. One other thing.
Well, the only thing with me, I don't have an Android phone, so I'm missing out on a lot of things. I have a Windows PC phone, Windows phone, but one of my friends in Dallas had been just highly speaking of it because he was able to see some people doing some sales presentation and whatnot, and he was encouraging me to get on it to do some of my videos. Anyways, long story short, it looks like it's picking up pace from what I'm noticing. So,
yeah.
What do you guys think of Periscope?
Periscope and Meerkat, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So I have Android, and I had seen a tweet from Steve Caggiano back a while back that was, you know, if you just want to broadcast, use Periscope, but if you want to interact, then it's Meerkat, which was interesting. And I haven't talked to CAGs about that specifically, and I'm probably misquoting him. But
hey guys,
that's all right.
can you hold on a second? I'm going to make a statement and close the recording. We'll still be able to talk to each other, but I don't want the recording to be too long. So
Very good.
anyway, thanks everybody that has joined in the first Lead with Giants Blab to learn a bit more about using Blab and about the Lead with Giants community. Feel free to join us. Look us up on Twitter, LinkedIn, Google+, Facebook, and Blab now. Go to leadwithgiants.com and you'll see how to do that.